Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on the Highlight Brushes filter, now available in 4DFX. Before watching this video, please make sure to watch the introduction video on the brushes in 4DFX, which covers the base workflow and how to use the common parameters. This is a pretty simple brush filter compared to the two others. Like the Texture Brushes filter, this filter will allow you to make local modifications to your model's texture. The difference with the Texture Brushes filter is that this one is specifically designed to make luminosity changes. So, with this filter, you can add some shadows and highlights in specific parts of your sequences to emphasize the features of your model. Note that even if it is possible to retouch your sequences with the highlight brushes, you should aim, during the filming process with the holosys, to get the cleanest data possible, that is, by following the filming guidelines and preparing your shoot in advance. There are only two brushes in this filter. The first and main one is simply called brush. This is what you will primarily use. As for any other brush, use Ctrl left click to apply. This will increase the luminosity of the targeted area. The effect of the highlight brush is deliberately subtle, so that you can do precise applications. To instead decrease the luminosity, you can either change the type option to burn, here, or use the shortcut Ctrl right click. Let's use this on a small example. Here is someone with a hood. You can notice the texture near the edge of the hood, while not technically wrong, isn't great looking. This outfit actually isn't really compliant with the holosys guidelines, which explains the problem. But in this case, we can improve this data by adding some shadows in this area. Okay, now let's click on Process and take a look at the results. The other brush is the Erase brush. This brush lets you locally cancel the changes you made. To quickly use it without changing your current brush, you can use the shortcut Alt right click. There is also a global opacity option which can be useful to control the whole application. As with the other brush clips, there are shortcuts to switch to any brush. You can press B then D to get to the default brush, and B then E to get to the Erase brush. But as there are only two brushes in this clip, I would advise to stay on the default brush and use the Alt right click shortcut to apply the Erase brush when needed. The main limitation of the Highlight Brushes filter is that your brush's application may shift if your model moves a lot. This problem is common to all brush filters, but in the case of the Highlight Brushes filter, it is less problematic. You will also be limited in areas with variable geometry, for example the hands of your model. The recommended workflow is to handle one area of your sequence per Highlight Brushes filter. Simply add a new filter when you want to cover another area. This will allow you to check that the propagation, which is done when clicking on Process, is correct, and make adjustments if needed. If you are not satisfied with the result of one highlight brush filter, you can try to split it and fix the issues section by section. That's all for this tutorial. Detailed explanations on the other brush clips are available in the next videos.